Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Quantum Paradigm Podcast. I am here today to talk to you about how you can 10x results in your medical practice or business, whether you're a medical practitioner or not. I know that there's a lot of you in here who are, which is why we're talking about that. But also, this is cross-industry wisdom, so you can take this and apply this whether you are a health practitioner or you are another type of entrepreneur or business owner. This is going to 10x your results in such a fun way. You guys never really know what's going to come out of my mouth, and I tease you guys about this because sometimes I don't either. But I can guarantee this is not what you are going to expect someone to say about 10xing results in business. Now, I'm going to have some pauses in today's episode. You can perhaps hear that my voice is a little deeper than normal. I I went and had a fabulous time with friends over the weekend and laughed so much and so hard that I pretty much murdered my vocal cords. But I'm going to be drinking a lot of water in today's episode. So if you hear a pause, that's what's going on. So I started implementing this strategy even before I was a business owner. You guys know that I started coaching when I was 20 young years old. I started my first side hustle when I was 20. I might have been younger. Now I'm like, wait, did I have some things going on the side as a teenager? I can't remember, but I have been a lifelong entrepreneur. 20 is about when I started. Well, it is when I started my coaching endeavors and my doula practice and my doula business, and I started teaching childbirth education. And then I went on to have my own children. Anyway, that's a different story for a different time. However, I started implementing this for my life even before I was a business owner. And I kept it as I became a more seasoned business owner and entrepreneur. And I started really feeling into the rhythms of business. And, some months are great and some months are not so great. And all of those, first time lessons that an entrepreneur has to go through, like those hard knocks, right? As I started really feeling into the rhythms of what it is to own a business and to be successful, I also was tuning into my own mental, emotional, and spiritual health and what I needed to really stay regulated and on my A game and all of that through the ebbs and flows of business. And this practice I've been doing for 22 years. Okay. And it is a staple in my life. It is a huge aspect of my lifestyle. And I've never talked about it before on the podcast. So I'm like, oh my God, we need to talk about this, because if you are not doing this in your life and in your business, then you're actually paying a pretty penny for it. It's actually costing you. Thank you for forgiving the water breaks. Yeah, this practice is costing you if you're not implementing it. And that practice is taking time away from the business and even time away from the family. So family vacations are amazing. There is nothing like it. Nothing can replace it. It's just a beautiful experience, and everyone deserves to have a family vacation on the regular, right? Hi, we have some people joining live. And family vacations are wonderful, but that's not what I'm talking about when I say take time away from your business, take time away from your family. I'm talking about retreating. I want you, if you are not putting this into practice now, I want you to start practicing a regular rhythm of retreating. I retreat once a quarter at least. Sometimes you'll even see me, and I have an online business. You'll be seeing this a lot less now because now I have a more fortified team. But when it was just me, I would retreat from social media on purpose. Even though business strategy wise, it's like, oh, show up and sell daily online. And yes, I mean, that is a business strategy. However, as you've heard me say before, and I will say till the end of time, your energetics, your energy and your alignment is 80% of your success formula. Okay. So there were times where when it was just me running my business online, I would retreat even from social media. But that's not only what I'm talking about. I retreat once a quarter. If I can, I get out of town. I get out of town. I drive up to a gorgeous Airbnb in the Rocky Mountains, and I spend some time alone without my phone, without distractions, not allowing myself to really think about my business or work on my business. I just go with a specific intention, whatever's needed in my life at that point in time in that quarter. However, I also implement something else, something bigger. And this is a little bit more counter-cultural, and you may even feel like, oh my God, how would I ever do that? Maybe not. Maybe you're already doing this. Let me know. Tell me in the comments, reach out to me and DM me. Let me know what your rhythm with this is. But once a year, guys, I will go on a specific kind of retreat, whether someone else is hosting it or whether I'm just traveling solo and going on my own and hermiting once a year. And this is really important to me, and I have been doing this for 22 years. There were times in there where I was like 9 months pregnant and I had a toddler, and I wouldn't like go out of the country for a week. I would keep it much shorter and closer to home, but I really have regularly and with devotion done this for over 2 decades. And it does more for your energetic recalibration and your regulation than anything else that you could possibly do. It completely resets the entire nervous system. So the first time that I started doing this, actually, wait, was I 18? I might have been doing this for 23 or 24 years. I'm just realizing I was probably actually younger. I think I started retreating when I was 16 years old. Yep, 16. I thought it was 18, but now I'm having other memories of when I was 16 years old. Anyway, I began going on silent retreats in a monastery in my home state of Kentucky. There's one of the largest Benedictine monasteries in the world in Kentucky. It's called the Abbey of Gethsemane. And whether you're religious or not, I am not religious. I was for a part of my time. I wasn't Catholic though, which is the funny part. But this monastery is so amazing, so gorgeous, and there are signs everywhere at the Abbey saying silence is spoken here. And I would go for 7 days, guys, and I wouldn't speak. I even remember when I was a junior in high school, I challenged myself to be silent for 72 straight hours, both at home and school and work, because I had a job at that point. And everyone thought I was nuts. I had to notify people that I was going to do an inner silent retreat and I wasn't going to be speaking. And if they really needed something from me, I would write them a handwritten note and answer them. Okay? But this is something I've been playing with. My point is, this is something I've been playing with and dancing with for, I guess, almost a quarter of a century. Wow. That being said, it's very powerful. It's a powerful practice, whether you are at home and you are retreating at home. I do like to stress that it is important to get away and out of the norm and out of your comfort zone when you do this, because you're stretching your energetic capacity when you do so. And so if you are wanting to scale your medical practice or scale your business or grow and expand in your life, if you want to stretch yourself, you need to get out of your comfort zone. And one of the best and most effective ways to do that is to take your physical body and take it out of its comfort zone and put it somewhere else for 5-6 days and say, okay, you're here now, and now you get to get away from your devices, get away from your responsibilities, and really go within and see what's in there that normally gets silenced out with the noise of your everyday life. Right? That's why I love silent retreating, because it really, it drowns out the noise. The silence drowns out the noise, when usually it's the other way around, where the noise drowns out what's really going on inside of us, right? Well, then when you go on a retreat, you're flipping it. You're flipping the script. And you guys know I'm all about flipping the script. If you want something to change in your reality, flip the script. Do something different. Do something new. Take yourself out of your comfort zone. And I have talked about like making big, bold moves in business and things. And that's what I do because I am so comfortable being uncomfortable until I'm not. And then I'm just really uncomfortable. But I'm so used to it. It's my lifestyle. That's how I'm able to grow and expand so quickly at like a quantum leap after quantum leap level. However, if you want to have a little bit more of a sense of control over taking yourself out of your comfort zone, the perfect way to do that is to go on a retreat. Like I said, whether you're structuring it yourself or whether you are joining something that aligns with you, right? That's going to really hold that space with and for you. And I'm going to make an announcement at the end of this episode that I have been teasing out forever, and you guys have been so patient with me, but oh my God, I'm so excited. But before I do that, I just want to talk for a moment about the quantum like energetics, the coherence that happens when you are intentionally retreating. So 1 second, we have one more water break, 1 sec. So when you are retreating out of your norm, out of your everyday, existence, and you have an intention to really go within, and when that intention is connected to your goals and your dreams and your visions, this is a 10x strategy. So I didn't mention this, but on those retreats, even though I wouldn't be like working on my business, I would be holding an energetic vision in my mind's eye, in my heart space around what I really wanted to be experiencing over the following year, pertaining to my family. At that time, I was raising small babies, right? Pertaining to my motherhood, pertaining to my marriage, pertaining to my community and my experience and my extended family. Yes, also my business at the time, right? Like, what did I want to experience? This was kind of like, I view retreats, like week-long retreats, I view it as like a massive manifestation ritual. It's like you take 20 manifestation rituals with the new moon, and you can achieve that in 1 week if you are intentionally retreating, okay? That's why this is such a potent strategy. So when you go on retreat, don't just go to relax. Yes, relaxation is highly important because it does regulate the nervous system. And you can't manifest worth shit if you have a dysregulated nervous system. You'll just keep manifesting all this trouble and stuff into your life that you have to bump up against and resist in order to grow. We're not about that. We're about the path of least resistance. We're about like smooth and effortless growth. And so when you are retreating, I do encourage you to hold the intention that yes, you're going to be relaxing. Yes, you're going to go within, but that's too nebulous for me. That's not going to give you a specific result in your practice or a specific result in your business or even your personal life. If you want specific results and you want to harness the potency and the power and the magic that is available to you in a good, solid retreat, then as you go and as you go within, I want you to hold the vision of what you want to be experiencing over the next 1 to 5 years. Because if it's a good retreat, you can manifest the next 5 years in 1 week. Let me say that again. If it's a good retreat, holding the adequate space for you to energetically align and bring further and deeper coherence into your mind, body, spirit complex, you can manifest the next 5 years of your life in 1 week. Which brings me to the announcement that I told you I was going to make. I am thrilled and honored to host my first international retreat for New Paradigm medical practitioners who are ready to transform burnout into power. If this sounds like you need to listen up. Even if you're not a medical practitioner, I've been getting some questions already. Do I have to be a doctor? Of course you don't. No. But this retreat is being created for the leaders of the new paradigm, for the people who are the thought visionaries, yes, the healers, the people who other people look to for answers, the people who have a lot of responsibility on their shoulders. If this sounds like you, this experience is made for you. This is happening in Costa Rica on May 30th to June 4th, 2025, coming up next spring. So the time to jump at this chance is actually right now. Also, because the next 3 participants who sign up are receiving a complimentary massage in the Costa Rican jungle, which if you've never experienced that, you really need to. I am speaking from experience. I have experienced a massage in the Costa Rican jungle. There is nothing like it. So retreating with an intention to quantum manifest, it needs to have certain ingredients in it. Yes, it needs to have the intention, but it also needs to have the proper environment. I know a lot of people are going to certain places, such as Bali and things that there's nothing I have against Bali. I hope I see it one day. I have been all over Southeast Asia and all over much of the world. However, there's like there's a bustle and there's a different energy signature with each place on earth. And this signature in Costa Rica in the jungle, 10 minutes from the beach, I might add, with unlimited ground transportation, I might add, with free complimentary private jet service from San Jose Airport to the retreat center, I might add. All of this has been done with the utmost intention because I've selected the place on earth that holds the codes, the energetic codes for you to align your personal grid with, as far as quantum manifestation for epic and massive growth and impact. And this is specifically for the person with a lot of responsibility on their shoulders that can tend towards burnout. Now, hopefully you're not burnt out. If you are, then you need to get into the mountains or somewhere in nature. Like, you need to do that after you finish this podcast episode. Like, get in the car right now and go if you're already burnt out. Okay? But this is for the person who does kind of tend towards that because they do have so much on their shoulders. They have so many people looking up to them, team members, patients, clients, family members. You're the leaders, right? I mean, you're not going to be listening to this podcast very much if you don't have a thought leader constitution about you, right? That's just how you're built. Then this retreat is built for you. Okay, so if you are interested in this, please see the show notes. You can reach out with any questions. You can also go to the website. There's plenty of information on there about this. It's Allison Alchemia. That's ALKHEMIA.com/retreat. Okay, AllisonAlchemia.com/retreat. And this will bring you to the page talking about reset. That's the name of our retreat because we are absolutely resetting not just your nervous system, but your entire energetic blueprint, your grid. And we are setting you up to manifest 5 years in just 1 week. You will know exactly where you're going. You will know exactly what needs to be released. You'll know, everything will come so clearly to you during this time frame, because yes, we will be away from our devices, not 24 hours a day, but a good chunk of the day to where we're not distracted. We're going to be interacting with the private waterfall on campus. There's private infinity pools at basically every single amenity choice that you have on the grounds. Like, I'm not kidding you when I tell you I've traveled all over the world, and as far as energetics are concerned, I am 100% convinced that this is the best place on earth to take you for 1 week, to get you out of your comfort zone and into this immediate state of still point, to where all the noise is quieted. All of the doubts are gone. All of the fears are dissolved. Yes, we're going to have a couple sessions in there, but a lot of this is going to be a semi-silent experience. Okay. And the people that you are interacting with are your peers, and they get it, and they know exactly what you're about, because they're about the same thing. Okay. So I'm going to wrap up this episode here in just a minute, but before I do, I want to say thank you so much for the feedback you're giving on the podcast. I'm lining up some amazing guests that are going to be coming on soon. If you have not yet given this podcast a review, I would ask you to take 90 seconds of your day and do that, either on Spotify or Apple, wherever you listen to this. Maybe it's on YouTube even. Then if that's the case, then give it a like and share it with some friends. This is information that whether you come on the reset retreat or not, I want you to really get to the message of what I'm sharing with you today. To 10x your results, you need to bring your physical body into a place of still point, and you need to do it regularly. And you need to do it with an intention to go within, and also be holding the vision of where you want to go. Okay? If you do that, you're not going to be able but to stop the results coming in through your business, through your medical practice, through your personal life. Okay, let me know how this goes. And if you are interested in the reset retreat, or if you know someone who needs to be there, spots are very limited, and a few of them have already gone. I've only just launched this a couple days ago. So now is the time. Now is also the best time to be getting flights. I was checking out the flights recently. I was like, oh my God, I was seeing like prices I've never seen before, in a good way, good prices for airlines. So reach out, check out the show notes if you have any questions about the reset retreat, and let me know. Let me know, how do you get out of your comfort zone? How do you get out of your day-to-day? What practices are you setting up for yourself, for your business, so that you can grow with the least amount of resistance possible? I'd love to hear from you. And thank you so much for being here with me today. I love you, and I will see you again, same time, same place next week. Ciao.